Dobry. Hello guys, it's Mark again, back in my hat. You know guys, it's Russian men have got a bit of a problem in the sense that if you've got a hairstyle, by the way, side partings are quite popular here, and you want to look your best. It's difficult to do so because you constantly have to wear a hat. So you go to a coffee shop or whatever, take your hat off, and you look like a bit of an idiot really, or your hair's stuck up everywhere. So sometimes I brave it and just go without a hat. But today that was the most ridiculous thing I've done. -17, freezing today, very very cold. Okay, so it's just a typical kind of garden outside the flats. I wanted to speak about some things today. Russian people in general, it's not the done thing to be extroverted in public. So I lived in New York for a while, and you get on the metro there, and there's people, you know, dancing into the iPods and things and rapping or whatever. But here, people in public are a lot more keep themselves to themselves. So you can imagine me walking along, talking to myself with a camera has attracted a bit of attention. I think probably people consider me as a bit of a local eccentric, to be honest, but that's no big deal really, I suppose. So yeah, introverted, extroverted. Russian people in public, in my opinion, a bit more introverted. Obviously in private it's a different story altogether. Very very expressive, extroverted. You know, I'm talking about stereotypes again. I really hate doing that. So anyway guys, the good thing about the shapka is it's the magic hat. You can adjust it so it transforms into never work with children or animals. Here we go. Yeah, into something that makes you look like some kind of Mongol warlord from the 12th century. Keeps your ears nice and warm. I recently watched a couple of episodes of The Trip on YouTube. Joey kindly sent me the link on Facebook, and it's absolutely hilarious. I noticed Steve Coogan wearing something similar to this, so this can be a tribute to him. Yeah, so Russian people a little bit more introverted in public, blah blah blah. Been banging that drum for a while now. What else shall I talk about? Show you a bit more scenery. Well, buy myself a bit of time. So it's about 4:30 here now. Tonight is a work night for me, so tomorrow morning I'm up early, so chilled out one. Yeah, so actually, after I'd made the videos about Altai, a couple of my Russian friends said to me, Mark, you went for comedic effect a little bit too much. All the anecdotes were kind of, you know, woman burning my tent down, all that sort of stuff. Negative things really. Crazy paratrooper pulling a gun on me. So they said, you know, you should have balanced it more, because I met a lot of very nice people there. I'll tell you one anecdote. I wanted to watch the England game for some stupid reason, and there was nowhere to watch it, obviously, because we're in the mountains. So I flagged down a taxi, and I explained to the taxi driver, you know, can you take me somewhere I can watch the game? So we drove around for about 20 minutes, but there was nowhere at all. He gets on his phone, he starts talking to his friends. Anyway, all appears to be lost. When about 10 minutes later, he takes me to his house, right? Sits me down on his couch, gives me a coffee, some chocolates. He says to me, my wife's in the garden, so if you need anything, just shout her. And then he shakes my hand and gets back in his taxi and drives off. So I'm sitting there in this guy's house, like surrounded by all his family photographs or what have you, watching the England game with a coffee, chocolates, biscuits in front of me. Absolutely incredible. Some of the kindness you experience over here is amazing. Actually, one of the things that I love about Russia is grim. Anyway, one of the things I love about Russia is the fact that you see things of great beauty and great the opposite. Yeah, perfect example. On a daily basis, it's less sanitised. Life here is much less sanitised than it is in Britain. Obviously, I'm talking about abstract things. It's difficult to explain, but really, you witness extremes every single day, whether it be extremes of weather, extremes of personality. There's a lot more danger here, but at the same time, it feels as though there's a lot more. Who's this? Excuse me. That's my boss. I call it back. Yeah, it really is a massive contrast here. Great beauty and great. It's more. Makes life a lot more interesting. I think you understand what I mean. In Britain, after I got back from New York, I was working for the cooperative bank in Manchester. Honestly, it was like hell. It was just the most soul-numbing experience I've ever had, especially in comparison to New York. And I remember meeting with one of my best friends, Michael Ness, after 3 months of working in this bank. I could barely speak to him, I could barely hold a conversation. I was that kind of disillusioned with life in the UK. So really, living in Russia is really, don't know. I know some people think it's a bit crazy, subjecting myself to these temperatures and things, but it really has, you know, I don't know, it's hard to say really, but I'm very happy living here. I feel suited to this place, and long may it continue. But I should temper that by saying that I really genuinely miss friends back home, and obviously a lot of people now are in London. I really want to go to people's birthdays. It's Rosalind's birthday today, and you know, spend time with friends and things. So yeah, that side of things I really miss, and obviously my family as well. But I will come back to England eventually, and I hope to be able to get a job where I can use my language skills, do something in connection with Russia. Anyway guys, sorry, I feel like I'm being a bit self-indulgent, just talking about myself. I hope nobody's offended by that. Well guys, listen, always a pleasure. Thanks a lot for watching as usual. We're losing a lot of light now, so I'll teach you another phrase, or I'll show you another phrase rather, before I go. Всё хорошо means everything's good. Хорошо in Russian, very, very often used word. Хорошо, it means good, cool, okay, great. So всё хорошо, everything's good. And that was Starchy. See you soon.